I arrived in Australia in 1992 with my family of husband and son. The reason we came here was to fulfill my husband's dream to study in Australia. He got a place at Monash University for a postgraduate degree in law. Soon after arriving, I had to start hunting for a job to support my family. But the very thought of how to find a job and where to look for a job created nervousness in me. Slowly I learned to look for jobs on the uni notice boards, and from there came to know that jobs were advertised in newspapers. I looked for suitable jobs according to my qualifications. Back home, I had completed a bachelor's degree in science and was teaching science for primary students. I started applying for many teaching jobs. Soon my letterbox filled, but to my disappointment, they were all reject letters. I moved to applying for other types of jobs, but to no success. By chance, I found out that my qualification had to be reassessed for Australia. I went to a place in the city. After queuing for hours, I discovered it was the wrong building. On the way home, I thought about whether I should look for a job as a teacher in a strange country of whose culture and history I know nothing about. But this thought really got me down. What else can I do if this does not work? My mind flew back to all my years of studying and hard work, to think that all that effort was worth nothing, that all the money, the sacrifice that my parents put into educating me is worth nothing. This was heartbreaking. But we still had to live and survive, and the money we brought was running out. So in desperation, I went door knocking to many factories and companies asking for a job. The first job I got was for a fundraising company. In excitement, I accepted this job. For 6 months, I worked 4 hours every day and earned around $15 to $20 per day. I worked amidst Melbourne's extreme weather of rain, thunder, sunshine, wind and hail. Then one day I got a call from a manufacturing company, which was a result of my door knocking. I got a job working on the production line on the 4 p.m. to midnight shift. The job was one of the most tedious, hard, dirty jobs I ever did or imagined. I never liked working that job, and even though it was helping my family, I always thought that I must do something to get out of this situation. And the thought came across my mind that maybe if I study something different, that may be able to move from where I am. So I decided to do a TAFE course. I enrolled in 2-year diploma, but took me 5 years to complete. I worked from 7:30 in the morning to 4 p.m., went home and collected my son to go to TAFE. He stayed in the library waiting while I attended class. In 1998, I finally completed my course. I needed to have 2 weeks practical placement work. For this, I contacted many companies. In the midst of this search, I came across the AMES in the local paper. I visited a center in Noble Park, where the lady at the center opened my door. They gave me work for 2 weeks. For those 2 weeks, I worked very hard and did as much as I could. Impressed by my work, they offered me some casual work. Soon I got a 6-month contract and then a year's contract to work in the small business unit. I still work for AMES, where I work with many lovely people in a caring and very supportive environment. There I help people to move to self-employment and find rewarding work. I open doors.